Welcome to the Andy Ruther Show. Here is your host, Andy Ruther.
Welcome to the Andy Ruther Show. I'm your host, Andy Ruther, coming to you from Cincinnati, Ohio, the nasty natty. I'm going to start the show by saying rest in peace. I just saw the news to Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. Rest in peace. I'll tell you what, the Beach Boys, low-key underrated band. Low-key underrated as a group. Now, obviously, they were before my time, the 60s. But my old man, and I'm repping him today, rest in peace as well to my dad, Walt Ruther, wearing one of his old bowling shirts to honor him as Father's Day is this weekend. Anyway, my dad loved the Beach Boys. He listened to them a lot. So I grew up listening to the Beach Boys a lot. And then I moved to California. And there was just something about it, man. You'd be on the beach. You'd be at the pool. You'd be in the sun. Lovely Southern California. The waves are crashing. You got that crisp Mediterranean air. The sun is just hitting your body. And the Beach Boys are just like it's good vibes. We always talk about vibes now. The Beach Boys were good vibes. I'm telling you. Give it a listen for you youngins who don't know. You hear a Beach Boys song, you're like, oh, I'm going to go make myself a cocktail. I'm going to go holler at a lady. I'm going to go for a bike ride and spark up a joint. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. The Beach Boys were good vibes. And my dad, he liked them. And summer 2020, our last summer together when I was home during COVID, we played a lot of Beach Boys in the car. My dad was a very consistent man. It was like, oh, we're going to do the Beach Boys every car ride for the next 2 weeks. Oh, we're going to do Little Richard after that for the next 2 weeks. Oh, we're going to do CCR for the next 2 weeks. Like he would get on a kick and just play the same group or the same performer in his car. And that was kind of how my dad was. So I was already thinking about him since it's Father's Day on Sunday. Hence, I'm wearing his bowling shirt, one of his old bowling shirts, which I'm glad I kept. You know, it's always weird, like because you don't know what to keep when your parents die, and you suddenly have just boxes and boxes of stuff. You're like, what do I keep? And you take a little something here, a little something there. Next thing you know, you end up with a ton of stuff. But I've done a pretty good job, I think. I wanted to keep a couple of his bowling shirts because he loved to bowl. He was in a bowling league, I swear to God, I don't know how many years. Basically until he died in 2020. Like growing up, that's all I know. My dad had bowling every Wednesdays. That was his thing. Get away from the wife, get away from his 5 boys. Let loose. Kingpin Lanes, which doesn't exist anymore. And then that closed. And then he moved to Cherry Grove Lanes. It's something about a bowling alley. You go in a bowling alley, it's like you go back in time. Even though you can't really smoke in any of them anymore because smoking's basically banned, you go in a bowling alley and it just reeks of smoke. It reeks of the 60s. It's almost like a Mad Men vibe, but a little more white trash, if that makes sense. We used to visit, or I would, when I would come home from California, I'd always pop in the bowling alley during my dad's bowling league. He'd love it. Surprise him. Go with one of my brothers, a couple of my brothers. Just old dudes up there, just bowling. Just enjoying themselves. You know, not worrying about TikTok or Instagram or social media. It's a different generation. They're just having fun. Just throwing back beers. All risking DUIs. Dude, that's what's crazy about bowling leagues. Like if you were a cop Why wouldn't you just sit out a bowling alley? Like my dad bowled every Wednesday for like, again, I don't know, 45 years, something insane. Like if you were a cop and you really wanted to bust people for Deweys, just just go to the local bowling alley. Every single one of those dudes in there is above the limit. Every single one of those dudes. And not to throw shade on my dad since he's gone, but I do remember fights with my mom about that. She'd be like, "You're gonna get a DUI." And I don't know what he would say back. I don't remember, but I just remember some of that stuff happening. And I'm sure he was over the legal limit, right? There was no Ubers back then. There was like, is it just me or did dudes know how to drive drunk back then? So like, am I off base here? I feel like they were better drunk drivers in the 80s and 90s. And by the way, I'm not advocating for drinking and driving. I'm just laughing about it. We're just having a good time. We're just reflecting on my dad as I rock his Walt bowling shirt. And this shirt's feels kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's soft. It's a little big. My dad was he was a little heavier set, a little big on me, but the back says split happens. I bet those dudes thought it was so funny. I bet those dudes up there thought the back of that shirt saying split happens was like, that's like that generation. It's like Michael Scott from The Office, like that type of humor. I bet those dudes loved and they thought it was so funny when they put on the shirt. Oh my God, split happens. But yeah, I've been thinking about my dad a lot this week. It's weird now because I have my own kids. So like Father's Day it's like I got my two girls. So I try to reflect on what it's like as I'm a new dad, 2.5 years in. Not even 2.5 years in with my two girls. And then of course think about my dad. But like I know I say this, I know I bring it up, but it's just so different between men and women. Brittany's like, "How do you want to spend your Father's Day?" I was like, "What? What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, what do you want to do? It's your day, Andy. It's your day. What do you want to do?" I said, "I don't know. What I always do. I'll be with you. I'll be with the girls. Maybe cut the grass if it's needed to be cut. Maybe work in the yard. I don't know." She's like, "Do you want to just sleep? Do you want to take a rest? Since we're not getting too much sleep right now because we have a 4-month-old, do you want to sleep?" I was like, "No, I'm not going to sleep. What are you doing? Like, I'm not going to sleep." She's going to her parents, and I'm going to go. They're having a thing for her parents' extended family, her dad's extended family. They have a pool. I'm like, I'm just going to go. You guys are going to go off to the pool. I'm just going to sit at home and sleep. And then I was thinking, I was like, that's a terrible idea. And then I'll start thinking about my dad and I'll get sad. And I'm not doing all that. I was like, I'd rather be with everybody. But obviously I have been thinking about my dad. I got some pictures here actually. Dude, my dad, you know what? I just don't have a big enough yard. I would love to continue his tradition of the corn roast. The Waltz corn roast, which I'll tell you was a party. I don't even know how it started. I believe it started in like 2001. It was a rebirth of something he used to do growing up in the west side of Cincinnati. Here's a picture. Look at my dad just manning the grill here for the corn roast. Look at this. That's not it. Hold on. There we go. Let's pull this up. There he is. Look at my dad. Look at Walt. Look at Walt. He's got it going. He's got the big ass grill. He's grilling corn. He's got the Weber grill behind that. I'll show you another picture of that. He's a magician, man. This guy was a maestro. I'll tell you what, my dad could man the grill. That was the old shed. And you can't see, but he made a makeshift latrine in the back where he took one of the telephone poles and a tarp and he wrapped it around with an open space. to like another tree and dug a little hole for people to pee. Right? Because like everybody's outside. I don't know how many people will come to the corn roast. 75, 100 people in my parents' backyard. And we always said, who's going to take a shit? Who's going to take a dump? There's a giant dugout hole. Who's going to be the person who takes a dump? Here's another picture. Look at that. Look at this guy just operating with precision. He could grill, man. He could grill. He had all this corn. We had so much meat. We had just kegs of beer. People would just get absolutely bombed at the corn roast. It was fun, man. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I think my brother's going to bring it back. I mean, it's the most Midwest shit ever. Corn roast. Basically, it's just a party. You get kegs of beer. You just grill out a ton of food. You play cornhole. My dad literally made lights. He was pretty handy. He made like extended light poles, so you could play cornhole at night. And you could see the lights. I'm sorry, you could see the bags, right, when you're playing cornhole. It was like a night game, and he would set that up, and it would just go all night. Actually, there was a lot of people there now that I think about it, because it was there's 5 of us, there's 5 boys in the family. It'd be like our friends, my parents' friends, neighbors, relatives. Dude, the corn roast was a bash. I would just get blacked out. Just like annihilated. It would usually start around like 4 or 5 or something. Then by like 12, we'd hit the bars to just continue the bender that we had. And we would have personalized shirts. That's probably what I should have worn. We'd have I kept every one of them. We'd have personalized Walt's corn roast shirts that we'd rock. And it was funny because we'd always call it the annual corn roast, but it was never every year. It was like, oh, we'll do it in 2001, and then in 2003, and then in 2007. It just depended on like my parents' schedule or what was going on. But the corn roast was a lot of fun. And again, my dad just orchestrated that. He had it all under control. He wouldn't leave that grill. Dude, I'm telling you, my dad, he would man that grill for like 6 hours. just manning the grill, just drinking whatever my dad varied. It was either like, back in that stage, it was probably big Miller Lite stage, just drinking Miller Lights, just they're flowing. No, although we'd have the keg beer, so I don't know what he would get. He would probably get whatever's cheapest. My brother owned a bar at the time, so he would get kegs of beer for us, and we do it up. But yeah, I was thinking about that, obviously, because I'm thinking about my dad. And then I was laughing about him too, because I know I said how cheap he was. God, he was cheap. Dude, my dad could be so cheap on stuff now that I'm like, why did you do this, Dad? Why? For example, the swim club that my family belonged to growing up, where we were on the swim team and swim lessons, full swim club. It was nice. Summer swim club and tennis courts, basketball court, just a nice little area, right? When we got older and weren't going to join the swim club, they had a legacy thing where if you paid a one-time fee, your kids could join the swim club and not be on the waiting list, because there's a waiting list to get on this crap, right? The one-time fee, I think, was like $50 or $100, just a one-time fee, which basically would get your kids and their kids, so your grandkids, you could basically skip the line, automatic, just right in, no waiting list. My dad didn't want to pay that. He didn't want to pay a one-time fee. My dad had 5 sons. He didn't think, hey, maybe one of my kids will grow up around here or move back here with their families. Maybe they'll want to join the swim club. No. My dad said, fuck your kids. Fuck these kids, like the meme, the Michael Jordan meme. He didn't care. He didn't want to pay the fee. Guys, here's the irony. That swim club if I go outside my backyard, down a little hill is right next to where I live. Like, what are the odds? I literally went from Cincinnati, college in St. Louis, lived in Las Vegas for 2 years, lived in Los Angeles for 13 years, and never would I imagine, but I found myself here now, literally right next to the swim club that I grew up and went to. Out my backyard. I could throw my girls in a wagon and just walk out and go to the swim club. But no, my dad said, I don't care. I'm not paying that $50 one-time fee. So I had to join the waiting list. I've been on the waiting list 2 years, and it's probably going to be another 3 because I guess these swim clubs are pretty competitive. The waiting list is insane. I'm going to have to wait 5 years on the waiting list because my dad didn't want to pay a fee, like a $50 fee or a $100 fee. Cheap ass. I got to pull up this picture. I feel like this is him looking at me. No, where is it? Where is it here? Hold on. This one. Look at him. That's my dad. Look at this boss. Look at my dad. Look, this is like 70s Walt. Look at him with his shirt off. He looks like a gangster. My dad here, he looks like Tony Montana. Like, what is he doing? He's got his little bronze skin. He's got the cut off jean shorts. He's got his wedding ring and his Xavier University class ring. He's just sitting there. He's like, yeah, Andy, I'm not paying shit. You're going to be on that waiting list. I don't care about you and I don't care about your kids. You guys are going to wait. Oh, yeah. But I like sharing these memories, guys. I don't know if you care about them, but it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good. It's good to remember these things. And again, I laugh. The laughter part is what gets me going. I'm at a good stage now because I do have my own family, and you think a lot about this stuff, and you think about your place as a father and what impact you're going to have on your kids' lives and all that stuff. And I definitely think about it. But I'll tell you what, I'm paying a $50 fee. I'm paying a $100 fee in case my kids one day, when I'm not here, want to join a swim club. Come on, Walt. Dude, he was so cheap, man. He was so cheap. Like, I'll never forget just times when he visited me once in LA because it was too expensive for him. It was too cheap. I worked at Hotel Oceana. I was like a waiter. I did room service. I bartended. I kind of did it all. I worked at this hotel, this high-end boutique hotel, which I've talked about. And I got 50% off as an employee. And we went, and the chef prepared some special meal for my parents. They basically didn't even charge us. And my dad could be like, let's go back. Let's go back. My mom's like, Walt, we already ate there. No, let's go back. Andy gets a discount. He's an employee. Let's go back. Andy gets a discount. My brother always shares the story. We were all in New York, and this was in 2015 for the opening ceremonial pitch before the Mets-Reds game that Joe Prano threw out to me for Dirty Sports. And we're in New York, and I wasn't with my parents at this part of the day, but anyway, this just massive storm hits when they're out. It's this massive, like, thunderstorm hits, and they all run in. They're by Times Square. And the storm was going on for a while, so they were kind of just stuck in the Hard Rock in Times Square because they wouldn't go outside. So they start ordering food and drinks, and my brother always laughs. He goes, Dad refused to. He saw the prices, especially in Times Square, and he didn't eat anything. He didn't eat any food. He didn't have any drink. He just didn't want to. He was that cheap, man. My brother's like, he sat there and drank water and ate like bread. Cheap ass. Oh man, so I gotta laugh because he was ridiculous like that. It's funny because Brittany will call me cheap sometimes, and I'm like, I'm not cheap because I'm not. I'm just like, I just don't spend money. I also didn't have money for like the longest time in California, and I had to be so tight. I was like, you don't know what cheap is. You didn't meet my dad. If you met Walt Ruther, he was cheap, man. But we miss you, Pops, legend. Honoring you with the classic bowling shirt. We got some other stuff to talk about, though, guys. Father's Day is here. By the way, everybody, tell your father you love him. I know it's not easy for everybody. Give your dad a nice note if he's still around. Give him a hug. Thank him. If he's not there, think about him. I feel for everybody who doesn't have a father. And just reflect, man. Just give some love. Send some good vibes. Send some prayers, whatever you do. And just enjoy the day. Just enjoy the day, dads. Take it easy. Grill out some food. Take a load off. But we got some big news here at the Andy Ruther Show. We got some big developing news on a story that I've covered very closely for the last, I don't know, how long has it been? 7-8 months since it broke. We have some news on Miss Nutley. Breaking news. Guys, quick reminder, if you heard me talk about it, Emily Nutley was a former administrator at my high school here, St. Xavier High School in Cincinnati, one of the all-boy high schools in Cincinnati, who was being prosecuted for having sex with one of the students. So she was an administrator, and I believe she worked in the high school's learning center, and she started banging a student. So she was tried, and guess what? She pleaded guilty. They're giving her 3 years. I can't believe it. They're giving her 3 years. She's getting 3 years. But by the way, this is not like your normal, hey, teacher, administrator banging a student. No. This thing, dude, this stuff all came out in the last couple of days, and it is wild. Dude, she was like the Diddy. She was like the R. Kelly of high school administrators. She was grooming this boy. She was just setting it all up to bang this kid. It wasn't just like, oh, they just hooked up and I got it all here. We're going to spill the beans here on my girl here, Miss Emily Nutley. There she is. I believe she's like my age, 43 years old. So let's go through some of this, guys. This is big news here in Cincinnati. This is big news. The group texts are off the charts right now. The group chat with my high school buddies, with my college buddies are like, this is wild. This was your high school? Okay, so let's go through this. Miss Emily Nutley. This headline reads, documents former St. Xavier employee who had sex with student groomed other children. They think that's what I'm telling you. She was running a racket. She was like the Diddy of teachers. All right, so let's go through this. There's no proof, by the way, of other kids, but there's suspicion. All right, so here's what happens. Let's do the timeline, because now we have this. We have all this. We have text messages that were revealed. On November 13th, 2023, Nutley told the 17-year-old at the time that he was cute. Days later, the teen told her he had never had sex, and she responded that everything was going to be great. Look at her. Dude, this is like a porno, man. This is like something you see on Pornhub. Just lure him in. A day after apparently kissed her in his school office, according to the memorandum, Nutley then texted the teen, today would have been a good couch day. Just saying. Damn. She's talking about the couch already. She want to go right to the casting couch. In weeks after that kiss, it says that Nutley sent the teen several explicit naked photos of herself and messages describing sex acts that she intended to perform on the teen. It says that Dude, she is thirsty. That's what's wild about this. She is going hard in the paint. Like, she woke up and said, I chose 17-year-old dick. It wasn't I chose violence. It was like, I chose 17-year-old dick and I'm going for it. It says Nutley texted him at least 9 nude photos and requested photos from him. The assistant prosecutor, Elise Dieter, said the power dynamic between the 42-year-old school employee and the 17-year-old at-risk student she was helping was a power dynamic, and that she's 100% it's her fault. She said, like most pedophiles, Nutley preyed on a defenseless person. So they wanted, what do they want here? They wanted 10 years. I think my high school wanted 10 years, which is wild. Wanted her to get 10 years. She's going to get 3. We'll see how much she actually serves. But guys, I'm not done. There's more to this. Dude, she was a freak. She was a total freak. She literally started giving him an allowance. This is crazy. She literally started giving him an allowance. The documents state Nutley had sex with the student on multiple occasions, many of them in her office at the school's learning center. It also states she bought him a pickleball membership, paid him a monthly allowance of $100, and provided him with answers to an upcoming test. Damn. So let me get this straight for a 17-year-old dude. You're banging the administrator. She gives you a $100 monthly allowance. So you're kind of like an escort. This is crazy. She gets you a pickleball membership. How did that come up? A pickleball membership? Hey, man, I'm going to suck your D. And I'm going to give you a pickleball membership afterwards. Like, what? A pickleball membership? And she gave him answers to an upcoming test? I mean, dude. I know this dude's facing a lot of stuff, and we'll get to that. Like, his parents are like, she messed him up. I'm just like, you got the world, man. She's giving you answers to the test. She's giving you money. And it said she was buying him food after sex. That's in there too. She was buying him food after sex. And who doesn't want a pickleball? I don't even know what a pickleball membership is. I actually just got a pickleball set for the first time. We have a little court in my neighborhood, a tennis court with a pickleball court. I want a pickleball membership. Can she send me a pickleball membership? All this. Oh, but wait. There is more. She literally, when he broke it off, let's go through this timeline again. We got more here. Sorry, guys. There's so many news articles on this. So she also, in a text message that she sent on November 30th, 2023, she said to the boy, what would be wild is that when the whole school is at mass, right? Catholic school, Catholic high school, we used to do certain all school masses. When the whole school is at mass, I give you the best expletive of your life in my office. I assume she meant blowjob. The paper does not post that. So this woman is such a freak. The whole school is going to be at mass. They're going to have about 1,200 boys at the mass. That's about the size of the school. The faculty, everybody's there. And she's like, yo, you want a blowy? We can do that during mass. This woman, god damn. And then when he broke it off, she threatened to kill herself. No lie. That's in there too. So when he was like, yo, okay, I'm done. Yo, Miss Nutley, which is insane again that her name is Nutley. It's fitting. She's offering to give head while they're doing mass. It's fitting that her name's Nutley. I mean, she should have just been in porn. I don't know why she went into education. Her career was just destined for porn, was it not? I mean, her name is Emily Nutley. Here's her crying at the trial. This is when the judge's like, yo, you got 3 years. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? You going to prison. You lost your husband. You lost your kids. You lost your job. This picture is the moment where she's like, oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have sent those texts. Maybe I shouldn't have groomed a 17-year-old boy. According to documents, when he broke it off, she threatened to kill herself. Here's what's crazy. The kid needed help. Like, that's what she was in charge of, right? So he needed help, and he was in a program that basically needed extra help. And that's where she hopped in and just went after it. And look, apparently this kid's dad is saying, like, the kid's a mess. He didn't get to enjoy his junior and senior year, which, I'll be honest, I don't understand that. Like, dude, you're getting test answers. You're getting a stipend. You got a sex stipend, basically, from his teacher. You're getting a pickleball membership. You're getting all, I mean, perks. This is like NIL sex. He's getting all the perks. But apparently he was an emotional mess. Apparently it was that's what tipped it off. Another teacher noticed, like, yo, what's going on with Brian? I don't know what his name is. It's not revealed. He's a minor. What's going on with Brian? And then he confessed to it, and then he confessed to his parents, and then the school, and then they started doing the investigation. But she just went after him, man. She just initiated everything. She was his counselor. She just groomed this kid. I mean, this reads like a porno. What would be wild is that when the whole school is at mass, I give you the best blowjob of your life in my office. Damn. And this didn't even last that long. It took place between November and December of 2023. In addition to sexual acts at her office, at the learning center, they also happened at the park, according to court documents. She gave him an allowance, a sex allowance. So the rumors started floating around the school. So here's my thing. You know, they're saying it ruined this kid's life emotionally and all this. And I'm thinking, like, wouldn't this kid be a legend? Wouldn't this kid, like, she took his virginity. She groomed him, but, like, he's going to look back on this and be like, man, how good did I have it? How good did I have it? You get to be my age. You get to be 43 years old. I don't get any of those perks. My woman shouldn't pay me a sex allowance. Shouldn't give me a pickleball membership. Shouldn't take me out to, like, Taco Bell after we hook up. Can you imagine that? Test answers? You got test answers too? Bro. All this stuff? I mean, look, she's obviously crazy. She's obviously deranged. She's got mental issues. That's the card they were trying to play. Her lawyer was saying that she was also a victim of sexual abuse, and you know how these things are. It's just a cycle. If you're abused physically or sexually, you repeat that, and that's what they were claiming. They're claiming she was a drunk. Well, clearly she was something. Something ain't right. I wonder how that all went down, right? He's telling his boys, they're like, dude, you're banging Mrs. Nutley? He's like, yeah. And she's giving me a stipend. But wait, there's more, bro. You know that pickleball set I brought to school the other day? She bought that too. You know, all those reward points I got from McDonald's? She gave me her reward points. Dude, it's insane. I have been texting with my high school buddies and my college buddies. We can't get over it. It's again, it's not just your normal clear cut like, oh, teacher, administrator, bang, student, because you see that all the time now. This one is deep, man. They went around finding Pokemon together. No, I don't know. I don't know what they did. She's doing it all. She's doing it all. It's insane. This is a movie, right? Is this a movie? It might be a Lifetime movie. It's a movie. It's something. It's absolutely insane. I'm sure my high school hates me talking about this. I don't care. It's crazy. I bet they got right to the bottom of this, knowing my high school. Because it's not good press for them. Or is it? They might think it's bad. If I'm a 15-year-old, I'm like, whoa, I'm going to go there? Wait, let me get this straight. A teacher might bang me, give me the test answers, feed me, give me an allowance, give me a BJ during mass? Sign me up. So when you go to a Jesuit school, the saying is, or the Society of Jesus, which are Jesuits, just means the president is normally a priest. The saying for the Jesuits is men for others. She's like, I'm going to be a woman for others. I'm going to really take care of you. Man, all this stuff she hooked him up with. I love that there was $100 allowance, though. A little tight. A little tight. I mean, the husband, bro. I've talked about this. Like, you ain't recovering from, like, you were literally the meme of, who's the guy? Joe Exotic. Like, I don't know how I'm going to recover from this. Now, he says financially. I don't know how her husband emotionally recovers from this. Like, she's giving pickleball memberships and hand jobs out behind your back, bro, to a 17-year-old. I just don't know how you recover from that. I don't know what you do. 3 years. We'll see what she serves. 3 years. They give her 3 years. All right. What other wild news do we have out there? We had some wild social media stuff. Did you guys see this thing? This was, speaking of wild. Did you see the YouTuber kill another YouTuber live on a stream in Las Vegas? This is nuts. People lost their mind. These guys had a beef, and this dude killed this other dude and his wife. Manuel Ruiz faces 2 accounts of open murder with a deadly weapon in connection with the shooting, which was live streamed. Ruiz turned himself in to Henderson police on Monday. The victims were 44-year-old Rodney Finley and 43-year-old Tanisha Finley. So I'm not going to play it because they won't let me play it. I'm not even going to deal with that on YouTube. They don't actually show the murder, but it's wild. These guys had some like YouTube beef, and one dude tried to get the other dude demonetized, or he got so many strikes or something. And the dude just pulls out a gun and pop, 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 pop. He just kills him. We're killing people over YouTube now, guys. We're talking the same city where Tupac was gunned down over a beef. A rap beef, a gang beef, whatever it was. We never got to the bottom of that, by the way. Kind of sus. The infamous Tupac murder. After the fight, what was that, the Mike Tyson fight? We had a heated, you youngins don't even know about this, a heated East Coast, West Coast rap beef. Oh, it was heated. You had to pick a side. I was team Tupac. I love Tupac. I was team West Coast. Looking back on it, I probably chose the right side. I mean, given what's happened with Diddy, Given what's happened, I was speaking of that, I was gonna do, Tupac's infamous diss track, "Hit 'Em Up." I was gonna put into AI if they could remake that, given the news about Diddy. Can you imagine? I've said this. Can you imagine how great would it be if like Tupac was alive and just came out? Just came out like he's been chilling in Bermuda or somewhere. He just came out with a diss track on Diddy, all the stuff that's happening. Just on all the freaky stuff, maybe throwing a few lines about Emily Nutley in there. But yeah, that was a real beef. Now we're having YouTube beef with unknown streamers. I don't know who these guys are unless they're somebody. I don't think they're anybody big. Dude is capping people on a live YouTube stream just on the strip, right in front of the Bellagio, my former city, right in front of the fountains. I just love. I love picturing just like some foreigners. It's because, especially people from the UK, the people from the UK love Las Vegas. And I think, at least when I lived in Las Vegas, the number one American tourist destination for people from, I think, UK or England or whatever it was literally Las Vegas. It was just full of people. I'm just picturing some like Irish dude just walking down in front of the Bellagio. Oh, look at the fountains. Oh, these things are so glorious. Hey, laddie, look at these fountains. There's so many of them. They're just twirling around to the music. Look at, oh my God, he's got a gun. Oh my God, he's got a gun. And he just like runs out. We're like, what? Like just, it's chaos, man. Don't you love that terrible Irish impersonation by me? The social media, the influencer people are crazy. I saw this other thing. Did you guys see this? About this chick losing her mind. Again, I don't follow, like, I'm not on TikTok that much. This Natalie Reynolds chick literally got banned from TikTok. She was outside. She went to TikTok's headquarters, just like begging them to unban her. Let me pull up this video. I think I have it here. Where is it? Here it is.
God, they won't let me in. I need my TikTok account unbanned. I have so many fans waiting. Please. I just want my account unbanned. I can't do this anymore.
So I'll play it again. She's saying, please, I need my TikTok account unbanned. Look how unhinged she is. Look at this. There's something about seeing a white girl cry in public that just like gives me satisfaction. Is that messed up? Is that messed up? There's something about like a white blonde girl like this that you see her like breaking down over just the dumbest, like TikTok. Look at her. Look at her. Let's play it again. She's like, I need my TikTok account unbanned.
God, they won't let me in. I need my TikTok account unbanned. I have so many fans waiting. Please. I just want my account unbanned. I can't do this anymore.
I can't do this anymore. I don't know who she is. Let's pull her up. Who is Natalie Reynolds, an influencer viral for crying outside TikTok headquarters in Los Angeles? She has a huge following. She has over 5.5 million YouTube subscribers. Big time. The video went viral last week. Reynolds is a 26-year-old content creator based in Los Angeles. She became popular on TikTok in 2022 with lip sync and dance videos. Oh my God. It's good she was banned then. Over time, she shifted to prank skits, relationship comedy, and flirty banter with her boyfriend, Zach Holzman. Their playful clips often showed up on users' For You page. She had a TikTok audience of over, it doesn't say. On June 9th, a video posted showed Reynolds in tears outside TikTok's office. In the clip, she's on the video visibly upset. So I guess it doesn't say why she was banned, but apparently she posted a clip. Here's the clip. She posted a clip. She like tricked like a mentally ill homeless person to jump into a lake in Texas. Here's the clip.
Right?
No.
No. All right. You know why I wasn't going to? Because my feet were getting
You should
hot.
just jump in right now.
But I'm gonna jump in with my shoes on.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Ready? Oh!
Okay, so I guess the gist of this is that she tricks. This is her prank. Like hilarious. Hilarious. Let's get a homeless person who's mentally ill to jump into a lake. I don't look. I find a lot of things funny. I don't find that funny. There's nothing funny about that.
Wait, what the fuck? Did you see her ass? What? Oh,
You said it was okay.
You said you wanted to swim.
You told me to jump in.
I didn't tell you to jump in.
Yes,
Yeah, you did.
did.
Just
You said you were gonna
Thank you guys. We're gonna have you guys.
So she's got her camera crew. It looks like the fire department's here, or some sort of person with authority, people with authority.
Wait, who is that? The fuck is going on? We should... I don't.
I can't swim.
And she can't swim. That's the other thing. So they had to save her. I believe the fire department had to save her. The person she got that she conned to jump into the lake.
oh, she might literally die.
No, stop. Seriously, don't stop. Please, you're actually freaking me out. No, please. Please, God. No, please, she's floating.
Drowning.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself. She thinks she's drowning.
Oh, this is bad.
Wait.
Oh,
Now
this
she's
is
playing the
bad.
victim.
Dude, Natalie.
Dude, I'm sorry. I didn't know. She said she's drowning. She said she's drowning.
I think you literally just murdered a lady.
No, I didn't. I swear.
I think you
No,
literally.
I didn't. Let's go. There, she's drowning in the lake.
God, there's a fire truck.
The fire department shows
Nah,
up.
this is bad.
And then here's a video of her crying about it when she got deplatformed from TikTok.
Here to explain the truth as to why I got banned. A popular creator on this app is so jealous of me and my fans that she purposely tried to sabotage my TikTok career. I've worked so hard to make original content for you guys, and I just can't believe this is happening to me, but I'm never gonna give up or quit.
Look how fake this shit is. I don't know, guys. It doesn't do it for me. I'm a meme guy. Maybe because I'm old. I'm a meme guy. The memes are off the charts. I say this every week on the show. The memes are amazing. The memes, all I do is share memes with friends. That's all I do. There are so many funny memes out there. The lip syncing, I don't know. It's just maybe because I'm old. It's this girl's a piece of shit too. I can just nothing about her is interesting. You're just not interesting. I'm glad you were banned. I just don't get it. You're not interesting. Tricking homeless people to jump into lakes that can't swim. What's wrong with you? Why can't you do what Miss Emily Nutley did? Can't you be giving out pickleball memberships and blowjobs? You know, now that I have 2 daughters, I just see this and I'm like, please don't ever let this be my daughter. I have no problem with kids being on like a 26-year-old being on social media, obviously. I have no problem with that, but it's like, don't turn into this. Please don't turn into this. Don't turn into this girl. Don't turn into this girl. I have failed as a father if you turn into this girl. This just waste of this girl's she's an oxygen thief, probably. She looks like an oxygen thief. Like there's other people who need that homeless woman needs oxygen more than you do. You're taking other people's oxygen on this earth. You're an oxygen thief. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you contributing? Make videos. Cool. I'm all for that. Make fun content. But again, I love the memes. I don't know, guys. I love the memes. There's chaos happening in California. There's chaos happening in Los Angeles. But have you seen the memes is what I'm getting at. Have you seen the memes? There are some high quality content out there. Some high quality content. Where's the one I sent the other day? I was extending memes. Where's the one? Where's the one? Where is it? Oh, yeah, like this one. This one's hilarious. This meme is hilarious. This is what I'm saying. Take an issue that's real serious right now and look at the memes. Where's the meme? Where is it? Look at this. This is hilarious. It's a Spider-Man pointing meme. Off the word Hernandez, the last name Hernandez. It's Spider-Man Hernandez, National Guard, pointing to Spider-Man Hernandez, LAPD. Pointing, I can't use my words, pointing to Hernandez Rioter, pointing to Hernandez State Police, pointing to Hernandez Marine Corps, pointing to Hernandez ICE. Look at it. This is funny. This is funny, man. This is hilarious. The memes are great, guys. Don't underestimate the meme game. I sent that to a lot of people. We all laughed. The memes are funny. That's a funny meme. And it's true because it's true. All those different people involved in what's happening in California, there's a lot of them named Hernandez. That's funny. All right. What's the hotline number here? Let's pull that up. 859-935-0078. The Andy Ruther Show hotline. It's 24/7, guys. You give me a call whenever the hell you want. Middle of the afternoon, morning, night, 2 a.m. It goes directly to voicemail. I'm not even going to hear it. That's the hotline. 859-935-0078. Calling about a Father's Day thing. I don't know. Calling about the thing you hate most about being a dad. The thing you like best about being a dad. Whatever it is. Give me something. I'll play it. All right, guys, you know where to find me. I'm at Andy Ruther on all social media. You can follow this show we're going to try to do them every Wednesday. We're going to try to stick to a schedule. Every Wednesday we'll be live on YouTube. We'll be live on Twitter. Rate, review, subscribe. You know where to find it. All right, guys, that's the show. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy the Father's Day. Peace.